greetings, massive greetings, people, wherever you may be. Locked in right about now to this last event from Greg Isaac Foundation, UK, EU, and Africa, thing called Veterans and Reggae Future. And like promised, we've been bringing you all the artists that's lined up for this event. And just like always, promise, and we deliver, we have the next artist in focus right about now, who's actually his very lovely song is smoothly underneath my voice right now. But before we introduce this great artist, one of my favorites out of the island, yes, I want to first of all big up all the Greg Isaac team worldwide, wherever you may be. Linda Isaac, big up the herself. Kristen Owen, Fire Root, you don't know enough respect, and all the directors all over in Africa, Daddy Bosco, Kevin Vire, and I humble self Chidi, and as well as Tony Owens, big up the ISF, sir, wherever you may be up there in the UK, and also Beware Reid, big up the ISF. We're speaking to so many of these artists also who were in the project that we tried to bring to the people. All the artists, big up the ISF for being with us in this effort, spread the words and bring the message of not only Greg Isaac, but all of you also who are part of it, and so many other artists will be joining us. So we thank everybody, and we want to also say give thanks to all our media partners, wherever they may be. Locked in right now, we start with Phonics Music, Africa Rise Up. We start with KMR, that's Kingdom Nubia Radio and Kingdom Nubia UK TV, not in UK, but in Canada, Kingdom Nubia TV in Canada. We big up 92.3 FM, we big up Star TV, we big up Star Radio, and we big up Roots FM Nigeria, big up the ISF, that's Farmer and the family over there. And we big up, of course, Fresh FM UK, we big up Dancehall Station here in Germany, Lockton. We big up Iroko Sound, Rap Vibe Style, and we big up also Diaspora Connect. We big up Reggae Global and Cultural Online 2021 in the spirit of Reggae Month. That's why we also putting up this event. And we big up Gabichi, the big Gabichi. Go and check out Gabichi brand, up there. It's one of those fashions that the cool ruler was rocking, and so many of the veterans from them time. So Gabichi is still with us, and Gabichi is part of our partner. So right behind you can see all of them there. So we big them all up, and we give thanks for our ancestors for making us to be here today. And yeah, we kick off now with this beautiful artist. But before I do that, I'm gonna pull up this tune one more time because it most definitely fits to the time we're living in right now. GI Foundation.
GI.
Times like these, we need your mercy, Lord. Oh Lord, Lord, oh Lord. Times like these, we need your mercy, Lord. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Know the tide is high, please hear my cry. Times like we need your mercy, Lord. Oh Lord, Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. You are the Alpha, you are Omega, the beginning and the end. You are the healer, you are protector, Father and my friend. Times like these.
Yes, lovely people out there, peaceful people, all great people who deal with what we call love in this time. Greetings once again and welcome. And we want to right about now introduce the artist in focus. Greetings, my brother, Imar Shephard. Welcome to the show.
Bless the love and give thanks and praise to the Most High, for life and its blessings. Yes, I give thanks.
Hey, my brother, this song, we can't stop playing it, because I personally went through something in this time. But before we go into your catalog, my brother, I want you to please give us a little bit intro who Imar Shephard is. People were talking to Imar Shephard, you better know that. Tell us where you are right now speaking to the whole world and, where you come from. Yeah?
Okay, give thanks, Thanks for having me. And yeah. Um, Imar Shepherd is a singer-songwriter who use music to motivate, elevate, and captivate the minds. I'm from St. Thomas, Cedar Valley, Richmond Gap. When you hear them talk about Blue Mountains in Jamaica, you understand that's where I'm from, in the hollow of the mountains there, of the valley. Yeah. Presently, I live in Kingston because, as you know, music, when it comes onto reggae music, it's a hub, you know. It was said that if you want to get a bus, you have to come to town, which is where I'm at the moment, Yeah. Which is where I reside at the moment. So I'm talking to you guys from Kingston, Jamaica at the moment. Yes, I. Just a little about I and I.
Yes, my brother. Good to know that. Kingston Heart, So right now, actually, yesterday the weather was a little bit cool, but here in Germany, I'm speaking to you, my brother, from Germany, right? The weather is also lovely and sunny. But I know it's early morning, not at that early, about morning time in Kingston right now, yeah?
Yes.
Give thanks, give thanks. And thank you for having the time to make out the time on your busy schedule day to speak with us and be with us. You were born in St. Thomas, you said, yeah?
Yeah.
Richmond Gap.
Yeah, Richmond Gap. A place called Richmond Gap. Can you take down the music a little bit more? Just a little bit more. Yeah.
Great.
Just a little bit more. Yeah.
True. All right, Richmond Gap. Because I hear
Yeah.
also about Cedar Valley because I was in Jamaica 2016, yeah? And
Okay.
I have a brethren who also is from St. Thomas. And he said he lives in Cedar Valley. And he said, right in the valley, he said, yes, Cedar Valley. It's because he said it's near Richmond too. Is it the same thing? Cedar Valley and Richmond Gap?
No, it's kind of the same area, but the thing about it, Cedar Valley is the post office, Back then, we used to have to go to Cedar Valley to collect our posts and so forth.
Is there a valley? Or it's just called Cedar Valley? Is there a real valley?
Well, it's a foot of Blue Mountain.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's more referred to like the valley,
Yeah.
That's how them. Okay. I guess that's how them come up with the name. See, and a lot of cedar tree there. So Cedar Valley.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And again,
Yeah.
Blue Mountain, they talk about the beautiful coffee out of Blue Mountain. Though I don't drink coffee anymore, but it's very popular. So you grew up, enjoying those lovely aromatic Blue Mountain coffees coming out from the kitchen then.
Yes, man, definitely. I mean, coffee is one of those things that helps send me to school, and yeah, there are days when, mom would took me on the coffee plantation to pick coffee beans, and that's where the music officially start. You understand? Where we used to sing a lot of hymns. I mean, when you're on the plantation, the frustration, rain come wet you, sun come burn you, you understand? And you're a little bit frustrated. I mean, once you have a music singing or you're singing songs of hymns, it helps to relieve the stress. You understand? It take you through the day.
Because I cannot grew up with parents who are also into farming, yeah, and
yeah,
music was most of the times what we used to like, relieve ourselves or enjoy the work much better than when we are either picking the plants or planting whatever. It's great to know that side of you, bro.
And yeah, and of course it's a traditional thing, if you read history or if you check back on history, that's what, our foreparents, used back then to, alleviate or, to take yourself away from that,
Yeah, there's always something.
In a stressful moment.
Yeah, there's always something, with someone who has been able to have this farming experience, from early age. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
That I have children here, right? But in the schools, they don't teach them that. I remember myself growing up as a primary school student. Then part of our school activities was it was for the benefit of the teacher, but we're always allowed to take some time and go and take care of the teacher's come farm or whatever. You know, he or she is getting them cheap labor, okay, of course, but we are enjoying it then growing up,
Yeah.
and of course, like I said, my parents, they were also involved in a little bit of farming on the side. And
Okay.
so when you grew up then learning or having this concept or this fundamental basis of knowing that you plant a seed and you reap the seed, you see me,
Yeah.
it's something very, very great. It helps you along the way in so many things you're doing, because it's all about life. For me, my brother Imar, it's all about sowing seed and harvesting, sowing time and harvesting. Everything we do also goes around that. What you sow,
Yes.
you're bound to reap. So it's all about, and
Yeah.
then the other part of it, I always reference that book, the Bible. They say the reason why we came here was the Creator looked around and there was nobody to till the soil. Very simple.
Okay. Yeah.
So we are naturally born to be planters,
Yeah.
taking care of the
Yeah.
farmyard, but in the family circle, society circle, it's all about taking care of the seeds, because we are all seeds planted in
Okay.
here. We mature
Yeah.
and we ripe, and we then fall down like the ripe tree, fruit from the tree. That's when we pass away, and then
Yes. Yes.
the cycle. So give thanks for this, That means
Yes, man.
there's something already in common, man. But getting
Yeah, man.
I'm
A whole lot in common.
go on.
Yes, I. Yeah, man. A whole lot in common there, man. A whole lot in common. I mean,
True,
and as I can see, you're a Rasta man, and I am
true,
a Rasta man. You understand?
true.
It
Yeah.
means that we share the same, some sentiments, or we share, the same energy, the same focus, to a certain extent.
Yes, for real, my brother. You mentioned also this lovely part of you helping mama to the farm, but I know also that you come from the church side. Was any of your parents priests or somebody official in the church?
Well, you see, it was a tradition for people like me and, you know, to go through the church. My mother is still a Christian, she still go to church and so forth. My auntie is a Christian. So in a way, I kind of come from a Christian home, where, these people then believe in the Most High, they believe in going to regular Sunday school and so forth. But as I grow up, I find my way, I find my journey. You understand? So I just take it on and, Rasta is my thing. Yes, I.
Yeah, this is also good because I mean, in your music, yeah, one feels that spiritual energy in it. Your lyrics, your deliverance, and of course your voice is very soft. We have to talk about that still, But your
Yes,
music
I.
has a lot of spiritual energy in it. It's kind of a relief for someone to hear that kind of sound, like the sound we're playing still in the background. Because, like I said, it's one of my special one because it fits perfectly in this time. Where we try to go through what the world has not gone through for a long time. I think they said something like that happened way before, but nobody living in this time did experience that. So it's a brand new thing for Allah was saying. Yeah,
Yes, I.
we get to this aspect now with Imar Shephard's music. You are somebody I know. Maybe you have to tell me otherwise. You didn't need to go to music school to realize what is in you. But tell me from your own mouth, how did this journey start? Of course, you mentioned singing in the farm, but it went further. Can you give us a little bit of insight into this?
Well, yeah, that's one of the thing about it. I started singing on the farm, yeah. But beside that, also the church, the church, as I told you before, the church was an intrinsic, part of our life back then. You understand? So I used to sing at Sunday school a lot, regular school, we know what it's like to go to school and beat the desk and sing and enjoy ourselves, create our own music. After all, we are all Africans. You understand? And it's all in the drumming, it's all in the beat. You understand? That keep us going, If you notice, your heart, it have a beat. So I guess that's where it coming from. It coming from a real place. It coming from a natural place. Yeah, man. And as I said, music was always an intricate part of our lives from ever since, from I started right up until now. I mean, my uncle, my uncles, family, all of them just love to sing, so I guess that's where my musical influence, where I started. You understand? Singing. Yes, I.
Same. And just because I can't get enough of your catalog when I start to do this, I have to take one more tune now, which I feel also it's very perfect because yeah, this is what it is. Listen to this song, Massive. This is again from Imar Shephard, thing called "Give Us Peace."
Oh yeah. Give us peace, give us peace, we don't want no violence. Give us peace, we don't want no violence. No more war, no more war, no more war. Give us peace, we don't want no violence. Give us peace, we don't want no violence. No more war, no more war, no more war. Wonder where them get them brutal meditation. Can't give life, but yet you are kill, man. You see the innocent blood with the iron hands. You are gonna meet your demise, and it won't be long. You bless like a vampire, we go to say you are pagan. Put on your gun, seek forgiveness, and come along. Oh. Give us peace, we don't want no violence. Give us peace, we don't want no violence. No more war, no more war, no more war. Give us peace, we don't want no violence.
Yes, I'm a nice track there again. But now you've given us a little bit of insight how it all started. Yeah, but then again, when did you decide then to take it a notch further and do something with this music, this natural thing you feel in you? When did you make that decision to take it much further, bro?
Well, it was 2009, 2010, after I come to Kingston about 2005, you understand? So 2009, I decided that, look here, music is a thing that I want to take on full time, you understand? So after I come to town and get a job, start work at a place called TST, Limited, I understand, I realized that the people them love the music, like them start take on to the voice, them start take on to my energy, them start take on to that side of me. For some reason, I started to get a little bit frustrated on the work. I realized that there is much more for me to do. You understand? I realized that God blessed me, or the Most High blessed me. You understand? To do more, to bring more to the world. You understand? Which is music, and from ever since I used to write songs back in the country, I used to do a lot of writing and so forth. So I just bring all of that over, you understand, and apply it to the present situation or my current situation. And there and then I get a link up with a band called Crucial, you understand, and them start help to train me, help to mold me. Yeah. But while I was working at TST, you know, up and going home one evening, I stop at a studio called Grafton. I get to link up with a brother named Mikey Bennett. And he was there in his, studio yard playing his guitar. And as I was passing me here, I saw, hey, guitar sound. I said, what? And somehow the sound drew me into the yard, and me just start to sing. And it's there and then that it struck me, that me just decide that this is what I want to do. Music is what I want to do. And from there is no looking back, just music straight from there.
All right. Give thanks for that insight, you know, to see how one vibration can trigger another vibration. You know. See, and just the strumming of the guitar from Vetrans. I am a Kenny T full time. Give thanks, you know, but we are going to take another two because we don't know if we have enough time to play all your catalog. I love all the songs, but I want to play one more thing because you say something about realization of the natural gift or blessings which you got from the Almighty. So people, God bless from Imar Shephard. Big tune one more time. Listen up.
You mad? Bless those who give him thanks and praise night and day. Heal those who help themselves along the way. Bless those who give him thanks no matter what the circumstances. Heal those who help themselves no matter what the time is. I know you love you don't let him. You said he's uncaring. Said he don't bless you yet you never stop to praise him. You suffer yet you never work. Time you always wasting. No comes you fail yet you never try. Big loop.
We can pull it up, you know. Thing called God Bless Imar Shephard. Listen, family, check out this. Me not say nothing.
Oh, you say you don't love Jah. Oh, you say you don't love Jah. Oh, you say you don't love Jah. You mad? Jah bless those who give him thanks and praise night and day. Heal those who help themselves along the way. Jah bless those who give him thanks no matter what the circumstances. Heal those who help themselves no matter what the time is. I know you love you don't love him. You said he's uncaring.
Yeah, I'm a lovely tune again, you know. Give thanks and praises and realization of one's gift, you know, or blessings from the Almighty Creator is a must. You don't know, the Rasta liberty, but in every kind of liberty, because every spiritual way just talks about acknowledgement and giving thanks for what you're giving from nature. So,
Yes.
big tune. Yeah, man, move uptown 2005, and then things started to get tough because at 2010, me have to say the honest truth, I don't know what you did before then, but it was 2010 that you played the tune that I was here in Germany, hearing in the dance all over, you know. Tune called When I Need You. So how did that tune come? Because for me, I don't know about others, it was that tune that made me hear about the artist called Imar Shephard. He said, who played that to me? I asked the selector. Which tune that? He said, Imar Shephard. He said, who is Imar Shephard? I said, yeah, man, a new artist now, you have to listen. And I did listen, and then I started to listen up to today. You see me? So tell me about this 2010 move, you know.
But it proved to me that you've been keeping up with the movements, man. That's good. That's good.
Sound system, you know.
yeah.
That's wonderful. Good music too, apart from that. And I go to dance anywhere, you don't know. Saying so, and here that tune was, you don't know any dance when they now play that tune. I don't know if you got that feedback too in Germany. I'm speaking about Germany. Woman and because all the ladies were like mad for that tune. So you won more hearts of the women than men. But it's a nice thing. Tell me about this thing then.
All right. So basically, 2009, I link up with a singer-songwriter called DeMarco. You know, at the time, I was kind of working on and off, you know. And as I said, music have a tendency to take, it's like it have a tendency to let you feel miserable if you don't let it out. You understand? If you don't, allow it to grow or allow it out, to get out in the atmosphere and thing. So I link up with a singer-songwriter artist called DeMarco, link up at the studio, and at the time a rhythm came to him, and They were there fooling around with the rhythm and, you know, I come home from work one evening, went to the studio and, got, in the studio and we just chant a little part of a song, which is Woman I Need You. Only to find that them just take a big interest into the tune. You understand? So him personally record me and we record the song and yeah, the song take a little turn and find out a lot of DJs here in Jamaica start take on to it. So what I do, I went to Canada, come back, put a video around it, and we shoot it out. And after that, we did another song called My Queen, which it's in the making, and yeah, that's how that song come about, and yeah, that song is about one of those times, you met a woman and it just so happened that she find it hard to undress with you because of trust issue. Maybe she had a relationship before or, but, she does find it hard, to just give in like that. But what I think about me, easy come, easy go. You understand? So we just continue to work hard. We continue to, charm her until she give in, and the rest is history. Yes, I.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
See, just the other day, as you touch this thing in a way, a sister or an empress, or yeah, it's like kind of holding it back, first,
Yes,
before, before the thing sets. Let me just say it that way. I was listening to one old man, a very old man of 100 and something years. They were interviewing me. I come from Nigeria, right? I come from the
yes, sir.
family of Nigeria. And then they were asking me, how was it then before you could get married in this part of our culture? He said sometimes, the girl will keep the man waiting for up to 3 to 5 years. The parents.
Oh God. Really?
May I tell you this story?
I take down the music. Take down the music a little bit more, please. Yeah. Yeah.
The parents of the girl will always be sending the girl to because then it was family thing, Them time, I tell you, way back, check about like 80 to 70, 100 years ago, the culture then in Africa. So
Yes.
the parents of the girl will always send the girl to the man's house. Yeah.
Yes.
Where definitely or probably he's also living with his parents, just for them to get to know each other. But no no way taking off clothes is not even in the discussion. It's just for them to find the harmony with each other. They will be doing this for 3, sometimes up to 5 years.
Okay.
And of course, there was nothing like that before marriage. Them time in American culture, you can't try that before marriage. It's not allowed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, seriously, man. You can't do them things before marriage. But even at that, the man will be teased for like 3 to 5 years. Minimum is about 3 years, 2-3 years thereabout. And then when everything is in balance and the two of them still say yes, then the matrimony will be done, and only then can the taking off clothes go on,
What a culture.
Yeah,
it's good to know about. It's good to know about. Yeah. It's good to know about the culture.
Yes. But hold on now. Me I go play this tune so that the people will hear the lyrics, Woman I Need You from Imar Shephard. Me pimp it up from somewhere. Me not say you don't know that, but listen, people.
Yeah. Oh. Mm. I need you too desperately. But the very sad feeling getting the best of me. Because of circumstances, you don't wanna undress with me. Woman, I need you so much. Woman, I need you just afraid. You should be in my arms, safe and secure. Woman, I wonder if you're feeling the same way. Feeling the same. You get that burning desire when you see me. When you see me. If I tell you I love you, would you believe me? Would you? How would you take me for a joke and tell me go easy? Woman, I need you so much.
Yes, I am a powerful, tune still. For me, yeah, just that, your introduction, me have to say, that was that to me. And then it was like, it was tearing down dance everywhere in Germany here. Them time when they dance set antique and the lady then want someone to just hold them, and rock them good at them. Imar Shepherd are laking at the speakers. Me still remember that thing. But see now, this was also, I don't know, but was this because you had your first album then? I think Unleash is called, or what was it called? The first album you put out for the people.
Yeah, yeah. The first album that I put out is called Unleash, and that was one of the track on the album. It's called Unleash, and I put out that album 2017. Yeah, and it consists of 13 tracks. Most of which self-penned by I and I. So it was a great move at the time. At the time, the people them they require more music, so I had to just feed them with good music.
It
Yes,
was
I.
very fitting, It was very fitting that album. But then again, it took you time. You link up with DeMarco as way back as 2010, but it
Yeah,
took you 7 years because was that a mystical thing? Because I know also I reference the Bible again. Pull up this tune one more time, Chidi. Yeah, I reference the Bible because they say seven is a mystical number, and
yeah,
gold is purified 7 times before it can shine out bright. And
yes, yes,
it's 7 days they say that make a way, but this is a different thing. But most of the things, if you go through that book they call the Bible, which I reference, I'm not
yeah, yeah.
limited to that, but I reference it because I can say loud and clear that most of the things there is and culture still, But anyway, so was that purposely, or it just happened that it took that long before you came out with this album, 7 years after you linked with producer and artist DeMarco?
Yeah, because the thing about it, you have to understand that music is a thing that grows and it take a time to spread. You understand? So, and me as an artist, me as an individual at the time, I needed time to grow. You understand? I needed the music to grow also too. You understand? So therefore, it take that long, to perfect the craft, to get it on a levels that people accept it. You understand? So yeah, we give thanks.
Me can't say you took time to perfect the craft because when I see and when I listen to you, because I'm seeing you for the first time, though visually, I've seen you on album sleeves and some event posters over social media, and but when I listen to you sing, I personally can't say that you needed to perfect anything. I hear somebody who is just naturally coming because, and then another thing with this album Unleash is that it's not your typical reggae album. It has a lot of soul in it. The rhythm and blues is in it. The flavor of it, it's kind of blending of other genres, unlike your typical reggae track or album. So it was fitting to come out with this in that time too, because it was something new to the ear, to me anyway. And so I give thanks for that. Who were other producers who were involved in this Unleash album? Was it only DeMarco, or did you involve other experts or genius? Because it's a lovely album, man.
Yeah, man. We use a couple use a couple producers on it. Producers such as Calibud, Offspring of Bobby Digital. We use Carl Morrison. Carl Morrison have a lovely track on it called Mama Africa. Yeah, that's one of my favorite track. You have Naya Bless Music, a song called Feeling, and of course, the rest of it, produced by I Blessed Music, which is, you know, I and I label, you know, well, I have a team of people that, you know, run it and control it. Yeah. But yeah, it's basically I Blessed Music that put out that album, but you know, we give other producer the privilege, you know, to come on and, you know, produce a track, you know, R2, you know, Voltage, you know, Devara Jones is one of those producer, you know, Architect Music, and yeah, it's a work in progress.
Saying, and just said now, I'm going to play your favorite and also one of my favorite before I ask you one or two things relating to this track. People, once again, I am a shepherd thing called Mama Africa.
I'm representing for my people. Oh. Mama Africa, your son is coming home. Can't take the botheration coming home. Mama Africa, your son is coming home. Too much blood are running around. Yeah, I have made my decision. Yeah. But Babylon won't conquer with them religion. Yeah. I've seen them created so many division. Come with the chip one give my an incision. But I don't see the vision. Hey. Mama Africa, your son is coming home. Can't take the botheration coming home.
Yes, my brother, I am a lovely track that, you know, one of my favorite also from the Unleashed album, no doubt. And then that brings me to the next question I want to ask you, my brother. Have you been to Africa? Physically?
I've never been to, unfortunately, I've never been to Africa physically. I maybe been to Africa in my heart, in my mind, in my soul, but physically, no. And that's one of my dream, you know, to go to Africa. If it's even to spend a second, you understand? If it's even for us, you know, go and just, you know, just bless my feet on the ground of Africa. You know, it's a motherland, you know, and it's a place that I dream. I dreamed of going one day. But I'll be there.
Yeah, I mean, man. No doubt, you know, when I listened to this track, like I said, it was one of my favorite. Not just because I was born in that place called Africa, or the continent give that name Africa. Because I was saying, this brother must have been in Africa. But you are surprising me, telling me you've not been there, because I know some of the artists, then it's not in their biography even when they make that tour. Like I was speaking with, I think, if I remember, Donovan Banzana a while ago, and he was saying he was in Kenya. He was supposed to be there for 7 days, but ended up spending 7 months. And no doubt this was not a musical performance trip, because you can't go for a show, someone's end up spending 7 months there, you know, and that's why I had to ask you, because I know some artists, they just go there not for show thing, but just to go and see the mama land, you know. So yes, my brother, you are just one little step away physically from it, because you see, say Greg Isaac Foundation Day here, and I just said before we kicked up your segment of this show, thing called Veterans and Reggae Future, that we have directors already in Africa with the GI Foundation active. In Ghana, the Bosco is the director of the Greg Isaac Foundation there. In Kenya, a reggae artist, maybe you've heard about him, called Kevin Vire. He's the director of the GI Foundation in Kenya. And in Nigeria, I Humble Self is the director of GI Foundation in Nigeria. And we are about to launch the Nigerian office of GI Foundation in July on the Kurola's Head Strong Day. And all things equal, we will love you humbly to be part of that launching. for now, due to the COVID issue in the world, it's gonna be a visual launch. But when things get back to normal, what that will mean normal, I don't know. But when we're able to move around the world again freely without much restrictions, of course, the physical launch will take place. But we waited last year after its registration, we couldn't do it. But this year we said no stop. We now go wait for COVID to dictate our life, and then we have the digital platform, like we're speaking to each other, continents away. Why don't we just launch it visually? So we're going to launch it visually, and we will love that you are part of that launching, and I'll keep you in the loop as things manifest. That's it. And again, I was saying earlier also to, I think Donovan or Al Capone, Dennis Al Capone, who has not been to Africa too. I said, Nigeria launched the first direct flight from Africa to Jamaica in December, and the next one is kicking off in March. I was speaking to the High Commissioner of Jamaica in Abuja, Nigeria, and he said they've lined up the next flight to take off from Nigeria, cross to Ghana, pick up passengers, and land in Jamaica direct. So all those rigors of visa and going to go through America and London or blah, blah, this is over now. So getting to Mama Land is going to be much easier for I and I family in the diaspora who will love to make that move. So give thanks that you have this passion in the heart, because definitely you're my artist, my brother. So anytime things start rolling, we'd love to have you in Nigeria, guaranteed, yeah?
Yeah, man, it will be a pleasure, man. It will be an honor, to come there and represent as one of the sons. You understand? One of your sons and, of Africa. Yes, I. So,
yeah,
I'm looking forward.
Yeah, you love performing, because I've seen a clip of your performance in, I think, what's the Ganja festival called in Jamaica?
Stepping Eye Festival.
Yeah. I saw a clip of your stage performance there, and that was, up, you just say up.
Yeah, man. Give thanks, that was what, 2017, 2018, sometime there. Yeah.
That's after I heard Woman I Need You, and then I started to listen more of Imar Shephard, and then I saw that clip somewhere popping up, and it was cool. And I know you've also been on Capleton's St. Mary me come from.
Yes, man. Several years, more than 1 year I've been there, doing it,
And to be on King Shango's show, you don't know, you have to up.
Yeah, man. Big him up, man. Big up King Shango and big up Miss Kemp,
Shango, because the name Shango is a Yoruba name out of Nigeria too. It means thunder. Yeah. God of thunder and lightning, saying from the Yoruba spiritual ways.
Yeah, man. He's a great artist. Really a great artist, I tell you.
Been here also Unique on our show, or a Vetrans show, which I was kind of involved in a couple of times anyway, but the last time he was there was a brethren of mine that put up the show. And we would love to have you also in Germany, not just in Nigeria. I'm right now in Germany, and you know that the foundation is also rooted in Germany.
In Germany.
So, but anyway, we can go on and go on, because we have enough things to say and talk. But listen now, your EP now is out, the 5-track EP you put out, thing called Matter of Time. Yeah,
there's the 5-track EP there, due to drop. We released 1 track of the EP so far, which is Matter of Time. Unfortunately, because of the COVID, we kind of hold it back a little bit. We just pull it back a little bit, and management and I decide that we are going to, instead of drop the EP, we're gonna go album. We're gonna put out an album. You understand, and call it album and Matter of Time.
Wow. This is news to some of your fans, and also to me. That would be great, because then again we are sure and guaranteed of more tracks to be in it, and and of course, your music is full of positive lyrics. It's uplifting. I mean, Pundit say you have this smooth, soulful, enticing vocals.
Yeah.
And this is
man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I mean, the music is coming from a real place, and you know, as we always do, we always write about life. You know what's other people's experience, my experience, and what makes the world go around, what makes the world happy. You understand? Yeah. And if it's something that makes the world sad, we try to find a solution. So at the end of the day, it's all about love. It's all about peace. It's all about equal rights and justice. It's all about rise to the occasion. It's all about free your mind. You understand? Yeah. So that's
So
what IMR is about. So I guess that's where the music coming from that make it, touch you and touch others across the world. Yeah. Yeah, man. Give thanks.
brother, for real, that is straight from Imar, and I can definitely, align with that. It's very touching, and like you said, it's real. It's real music. So what you're listening to, people, is real music. Go and check out the previous album. Don't think about say, yeah, the new one, you are gonna wait for it. Go and grab the first one also, because enough tunes, stay underground or playing behind or below us is Mama Africa, one of my special. And I'm gonna take one more tune now, the one released, yeah. First and foremost from this coming great work from Imar Shephard, thing called Matter of Time. Listen on.
To my hard-working people, who the boss taking advantage of, yeah. Because the system is so slack, I'm yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Use me, abuse and accuse me. It's only a matter of time. Forsake me, hate, disrespect me. You won't let me give up on life. Use me, forsake, disrespect me. You won't let me give up on life. This is like a spell. Feels like I'm going through hell. Either part of work, you're treated like I ain't worth. Ain't have the right to get what I deserve. The only rights I have is the rights to work. I managed to get rid of the whip, shackles off my hands and feet, but still rob, oppressed and exploited. That's how they treated me. Use me, abuse and accuse me.
Yes, brother Imar. Lovely tune that we can't wait to get the fullness in the kitchen coming out soon. So people look
Yes,
out for
I.
this track and keep an eye open for works coming out from Imar Shephard. It's gonna be definitely something worth it. And the production of this track, is so nice. I don't know. I heard you work with a band called Aya Bless Band. Is it your personal band or just the band you feel comfortable working with or you work with on this track?
Well, no. It's Ayables band is my personal band. It's not the band that work on that track, but
Okay.
we've been doing before COVID. We did a couple shows and so forth, across the country and so forth. But because of the COVID, it's like things kind of on a little bit pause right now. You understand? Where the band is concerned, but I know we are the members. You understand? Whenever we're ready to up and running again, whenever we're ready to travel and so forth, I know where to find them. You understand? So therefore, it's there. You understand? But yeah,
So which
that song was
or which producer and band worked on this track? Because this is interesting to me. I love the sound. The production.
okay. Well, that rhythm was built by a friend of mine in Philadelphia called Pele. In him have a musician called Van. You know. So, but that rhythm was sent to me by Naya Bless Music. You understand? Which is a label that I used to work with. Yeah. So them sent the rhythm to me and I just recorded the song and the rest is history. You know what I mean?
So the
Yes.
soul vibe in this track. So it can be called also, R&B.
Okay. Yes, I give thanks. It have a little fusion there that
Okay, now you
bring out a lot of sides.
yeah. Now you mention US, so I can then get fully why it has so much soul in it, But anyway, beautiful track, and yeah, and yeah, just people go and check it out. I can't say more than that. You're listening to it, so you must definitely have good ears, or you then have to see a doctor and clean up your ears, we are right now
Yeah.
coming slowly to the end of our reasoning. But before we let you go, I want you to tell me, how did you get involved with the Gregory Isaac project and being on the Night Nurse Reading? Because that one I'm curious.
Funny enough, I was walking on top of the road and I saw a lady, and the lady and I said to the lady, and the lady was advertising the Gregory Isaac brand, at the time. It looked like she worked with the foundation and so forth. June Isaac. You understand? Seems to me like she's a friend of June Isaac. And I said to her, I said, hey, someone want a performer for the Gregory Isaac show. There's a show, Roses for Gregory, that keep here. And funny enough, the lady make the link. The lady make the link and link up with June once, get to meet her once and so forth. And put on what I did, I put my one of my team member in contact with her. And them asked me to do a little Instagram. I just a little short video, a little short Instagram video, you understand, which I did, and send it off. And only to find out that them reach out back and decide that they want me on the project, you understand. So what I did, run in the studio, get the song done, send it off back to my team member, and she forward it off to the foundation, and them loved it. You understand? So it's like basically them reach out and just decide that they want me to be a part of the project. So that's how I becomes a part of that project, which I'm enjoying, which I'm glad that I take the time. I wrote the song and decide to go on that rhythm. And I have to big up I team, big up Paris Kirkland. You understand, for helping I to make that link, to make that connection. I have to big her up. I have to give it to her. It's really she that, push it, really push push me to that limit. You understand? And I give thanks. Yes, I.
Straight up, hey, you see what now? You have to play the tune on the Night Nurse Reading from Imar Shephard. Listen to the thing called Confidence.
I wanna hold it close, never to let you go. We want us to live like a family. Cat and dog, nothing live better than you and me.
I say people, me not pull it up, Hey, I'm a big tune this upon this great evergreen rhythm, Trust me, man. Your deliverance there is up to the top.
Yeah.
And I'm not
Give
surprised
thanks, give thanks.
it, because any other who would have heard it and say no way.
Okay, give thanks. I have to big up the team that helped me to make it possible. Big up Rosie, the harmony singer. Big up Voltage. I still have to big up Yaba, which is the original creator of it. I have to big up the Greggy Foundation for the strength, for reaching out to I, for belief in I. You understand? And still have to big up GI Foundation for endorsing it, and endorse all the other artists on it. It's a pleasure Give thanks. One love. Yes, I every time.
I mean,
Yes, I.
I know that the COVID thing is affecting a lot of artists, like you said a while ago, how your band is right kind of hibernating, no more shows. And I know it's a serious thing. And this project actually is designed to help artists them going through, serious times in this COVID challenge, So it's an honor and we are grateful and I thank you for being part of it because it shows the other side of you, strength and strength, iron sharpening iron and all them things. So real, no real, and we recognize that, So yeah, GI Foundation are happy with you, and definitely there will be much projects and much things coming up in the future, and yeah, by all things going equal and life giving to us or permitting us, you will be part of that too, yeah. So yeah, we can pull it up again, if they let me. But yeah, before we let you go, Imar, what do you have for your fans? So many people who are getting to know you up close and personal for the first time, and artists like you also being challenged in this time, and the whole world. What do you have? What's your message?
Well, we just right now we're in the studio, putting in the work same where we're recording songs after songs. I mean, I have a new company there called 24. Well, they're not new, but start to work with a company called 24/7 Production. You understand? We put out a couple tracks already, which one called Have Some Class. We have a collaboration with a little group that we call Crisis. Well, it's not little anymore because the way I see it has spread like wildfire right now. So it's not a little group anymore. It's getting there, Big up Not Righteous, big up Aya Side, big up 24/7 Production, big up Kevin, you understand? Aya Bless Music, we still put it in the work, you understand? Which, the first two songs that you play is a Aya Bless production, which, to be honest with you, I am the one who composed the rhythms, them and so forth. So, it's like ever since I start play guitar, I start compose a lot, I start write new songs, new stuff and so forth. So look out for a lot of songs and do remember to look out for the album. You understand? The album Matter of Time. Yeah. And to the fans, big respect to the fans, thanks for, following I and keeping up with I over the years. You understand? And I promise you, I'll keep bringing great music to you. Big up Paris Kirkland, big up Team Imar Shephard, Christina, big up 24/7 Production, big up the whole works, big up yourself, my brother. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure, doing this live with you this morning. Yes, my brother.
Yeah, we say big up the ISF, said where Imar Shephard, original, authentic artist. We endorse it. GI Foundation endorse it. I personally, Chidi, endorse this artist. It's a sound man and I say lover of good music. So people, you heard it from Imar. Go check out the songs already out there. The album that was previously released by him is still a great album, and look out for the one coming out, Matter of Time thing called. We just took a spice of the track out of it. Matter of Time, lovely track. So no doubt that it's just gonna be, full loaded with great things. Now this stage, want to say thank you to all the people locked in right about now, listening to this thing called Veterans and Reggae Future Part 2 from the GI Foundation. It's been a great pleasure, bringing this to you people. I'm not the one that's used to coming up to the camera, but I had to do this because it has to be done. And if it has
it's
to
a
be
time.
done, we have to do it. So big up the ISF, Imar Shephard. Me, I go pull up this tune, Confidence, as we sign out with Imar Shephard. And I tell the people, keep the lock in. This is part 2. You don't know, we have greater artists then coming in. And we have veterans coming in. What you say, man? Every artist is great. So we have veterans coming in. So up for me, brother. Peace, love, and health. And salute all the Aya Blessed family then, and the whole family up there with you in Kingston and in St. Thomas. Yeah?
Bless the love. Give thanks. Give thanks.